Capricorn, I'm here to give you a read straight from the hip with lots of lip, and we are doing your bonus read. Thank you so much for being one of the top 3 highest viewing signs for the reads in the month of September. A few days behind getting this out to you, but I caught myself. It's been kind of a crazy time of transition over on my end here, but I'm flowing with it. I had to find a new flow. It's been kind of interesting. There's been a lot of release and a lot of renewal and a lot shifting, okay? So I feel like this is also what's going on with you, Capricorn. We're going to dive right into this energy. We're not even going to mess around. Speaking of diving right in, I have to tell you, I'm going to put your banner up here for you. Right before I started recording on this reading, I looked out the window and a bat swooped down. So bat medicine is, first of all, it's good luck. Okay. So it's really seen as a sign that, some kind of blessing is coming your way. Things are about to get easier for you, Capricorn. And also that you're about to head into a rebirth in your life. So I feel like there's something significant that you released. There's something you let go of. And it really was a big, I got like a big shift for you. Like it shifted everything in your inner landscape. It shifted your thoughts. It shifted the way you look at things now. There's something that's really fundamentally changed for you. When bat medicine comes in, it's like almost like spiritual rebirth. Like you've had a whole paradigm shift, and it has something to do with something you cut off. I feel like you cut the cord on something. You ended a cycle. You closed out a major karmic cycle, but it was because you cut something off. That's what finally closed the cycle. And interestingly enough, it opened the way for you. All right, so it's almost like you were feeling very stuck or confined or bound by something. Ties that bind, okay? So you cut through something. This could be energetically, of course. It could be breaking a contract with someone. I got soul contract energy. But with the rebirth coming in, I feel like you cut off one thing to align with your soulmate. That's what I got. There's some soulmate you're coming into alignment with. But there was somebody that was in the way, that was preventing this coming together, or something that was in the way of this coming together. Whatever you cut off, it's bringing you into alignment with your soulmate. And if you already are with your soulmate, but you've been having a real rough patch or a separation, you all are working it out, okay? But I feel like this is coming in really at the forefront of your read, Capricorn, okay? So let's see. We're looking at the guidance you need right now. What guidance does Capricorn need right now? We're working with Angel Tarot. You kind of wanted the heavy hitters to come out. So I feel like your reading is looking for a little bit of spiritual guidance is what's really coming in for you. You're wanting to feel supported. You may be kind of coming out of sort of a rough time where you felt like, where is my spirit team? Even as you're having all this opening and expansion on that level, you might have at times felt sort of like it was a lot or overwhelming or a little confused about what was coming up for you. 6 of Cups coming in here. Celia, motivation, lifts up those who are fallen and humiliated. So yeah, maybe you really had to take a fall. Maybe there's something you really had to lose, that it was hard for you. It bruised your ego. This could be around relationship, okay? Maybe there was something you felt like, there's something that was really personal to you. There was something that was very private to you, and somebody took this very intimate thing and just took it out on center stage. That's what I got. This feels almost like somebody made an example out of you, or they spoke about something that was highly personal to you that was supposed to be intimate between the two of you, or maybe they stepped out on you with somebody else and they flaunted it. There's something here about somebody really wanted to take you down a notch. This isn't just that you had to break something off or end a connection because it no longer served you. It was because the person actually was just outright disrespecting you, or the situation itself in some way was stripping you of some sense of dignity. I feel like this really, like, this was a hard one, okay? There's something here that was really tough to swallow. I just saw like a little flash of light. So I feel like you do have some loved one around you. That's usually my sign when there's somebody that has passed on that is really coming forward for you right now. For some of you, you are just starting to connect with your guardian angel. Okay, that came through. But I feel like it's almost like the guardian angel comes in tow with one of your loved one's energies. I got grandma, okay? So it's a grandmother for those that speaks to. I heard Annabelle, okay? The Fool, Bahuya, the Exalting God, Will and New Beginnings, assist with difficult and great undertakings, okay? So this is a guide that is coming in to work with you that's going to help you navigate the terrain you're about to head into, because you may have really suffered something that was difficult for you, right? And you may have felt like you took a great fall. There might have been something that felt almost humiliating about it to you, or just in some way you feel like somebody made an example out of you. That's what I got. It's got that energy, or something felt very disrespectful. This is like your redemption point. That's what I got. Okay, so this is like when, you know, the part in the story where the protagonist, you know, faces a challenge, and you think, oh gosh, they were so close, and now all is lost, and they finally, like, they get their second wind, you know, and they rise up and they charge forward, and they're like, no, I'm not down. In fact, I'm coming back bigger, badder, stronger than ever. There's something here that is coming forward in you. I think you're going to have a very clear direction. There could be a Sagittarius component involved for you. You might have a Sagittarius strongly aspected in your chart. I also feel like the Sagittarius new moon that comes in on December 12th will be very significant for you. I see this as the beginning for you. This is your rebirth energy, right? With that new moon at the beginning of, you know, within those first 2 weeks of December, definitely by new moon on the 12th of December, you're going to be shooting a shot, all right? You're going to be heading in a new direction. You're ready to be daring. Maybe this kind of feels like you're stepping into almost a new identity. Whatever this is some kind of opportunity, maybe to put a new face on something. So in some cases, this could have affected you on a public level. I mean, your house, Capricorn, does deal with the public. It does deal with public opinion. So you could be a performer, or you could be somebody who has some kind of position, a platform, something that puts you out in front of the public. Or this could have just been done publicly, like in your social circle, something along these lines, where you feel like, no, you know, I'm going to tell my story my way. Like, I'm not going to allow this to kind of rule how my story plays out. I feel like there's something you're coming back with, but you're coming back swinging almost. It's got that vibe, like you're being really daring. You're like, oh yeah, watch what happens now. It's got that vibe, okay? You're using your will, you're activating your will, and you're just convinced. You're like, no, I'm not going to be down for the count. You're not going to, you know, be the one who, gets a level up off of me. Ooh, interesting. Did somebody put you down to boost themselves up? That's interesting. For some of you, this could have been happening in a work arena, okay? Whatever was difficult back there, you know, there's something that you gained in it. I think what you gained in it might be what was missing before, and that's like just this grit and this determination. I think it really showed you how important it is that you don't allow this to hold you down. All right, so it brings forward your passion, your purpose. So that's good. It activated you. You're starting a brand new cycle, right? And though things may be difficult, okay, and it might be hard to kind of step back out there and really put yourself out there, especially if you feel like you dealt with something that made you feel like embarrassed in some way, or you were put on public display, or something that was really intimate to you was like splashed around everywhere. it's got that feel like you're like, no, I want to accurately represent who I am. You don't get to tell people who I am. Okay, so there's some aspect of that. Maybe you have people gossiping about you or something. 10:22 on the clock. All right, that's coming to an end, and nobody's gonna have anything to say by the time you do this mic drop. That's what I got, because you got something to really build going forward, and you might be coming into partnership with somebody. Okay, so this could be romantically, you're coming into partnership with somebody. You know, that message did filter in for you. Okay, so you could be coming into partnership with somebody, and it's like the two of you together, like a dynamic duo. And so that energy sort of just like shuts everybody up. And maybe it was an ex that was causing these problems for you. And 11:11 on the clock. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a little divine play if that's your situation. If you were dealing with an ex who was on a smear campaign, like that, they're about to eat some humble pie. That's what I'm getting here. Okay. You are going to pull off the impossible. That's what I got. All obstacles are being moved out of your way, but you do have like some kind of, you have a guide coming in, feels like a guardian angel, all right? And somehow that's going to connect to your past on level. Again, Annabelle, that name came in, okay? So Anna or Belle, but Annabelle specifically, I feel like it's the two names together, but maybe even separately, there could be a connection. I just wanted to bring it in because it doesn't always come in, but when it comes in around like mediumship stuff, there could be this Annabelle piece. Why do I feel compelled to look here? 10 of Wands. Okay, let's look at this. To 4 of Swords. All right, this is the split of the deck. Okay, 4 of Swords. This could have been a Leo was slandering you. I say this because there's this lion energy here, or this is something that could have gone down in Leo season. All right, so maybe back in August, possibly. Okay, and it says here, mission protects against slander and impious people. Yeah, so this could have been somebody who was causing a problem. Could have also been somebody from your past, because every time I see the Leo energy, that lion energy, it reminds me of the strength card. I think you felt very frustrated with this. And, you know, you might have a strong Leo placement in your chart. Also, with that Leo archetype coming through, you could be in the public eye. Okay, maybe you're an entertainer, or maybe you do something where you're like a public speaker, or you, again, you have some kind of platform, or just whatever you do, it relies on the public. And there's something that was done here that was almost to like take you down a peg. That's what I got. And it could be related to somebody from your past. They could be a Leo, or you could have a significant Leo placement, but it feels like you had some kind of sense of frustration about this. And with the 4 of Swords, maybe put things on halt for you. That's getting moved out of the way though, right? And I think also, you know, it's funny. I feel like this is that guardian angel's like, look, I can help you, but you're not paying attention. Maybe this guide has been trying to get in touch with you for a minute now. Sentience. They've been doing little things to get your attention. Like maybe like you've been, like you'll hear something fall in your house, or something jingle around, or I don't know why I'm getting it like that. Like just little tinkling, jingly sounds, you know, and you don't know what the source is, but it's like something's trying to get your attention. I feel like they're doing it in little ways and more kind of subtle ways. They don't want to scare you, but they're also kind of frustrated because you're not listening. I just heard if you don't start listening, they're going to start getting louder. Yeah, because it's a burden for them with this 10 of Wands energy here. Okay, it says spiritual communication influences religious men, teachers, and men of law. Okay. Maybe you've even been considering some legal action in correlation with this. Very interesting. Okay, you might have been. You might have been. If you do, you'll be successful. There's that victory wreath right there. All right. Yeah, you're going to be able to work this out, all right? But you're meant to enter a learning phase, okay? You were meant to have this experience because there's something about your story. I got like comeback kid energy, okay? There's something about this. It's the way you come back. it makes people's jaws drop. It's like, oh my God, you are the GOAT, like for real. It's a big, I keep getting mic drop moment. Okay, hey man, I love me a Capricorn. You all are some of the salt of the earth. You are some of the salt of the earth, man. This is for any strong Capricorn placement, okay? So I think I already said it. I'll say it again. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Pluto. Significant 10th house placement or Cancer rising. You would be a Capricorn descendant, okay? Descendant sign can tell you a lot, especially in matters of the heart. And there's definitely a love story here too. All right, so we know you're starting a brand new cycle, heading off in a bold new direction. New cast of characters coming in, okay? So everything brand new. It's like you're hitting reset. You've got rebirth energy. 2 of Cups. I'm telling you, you got some love relationship coming in for you right here, and it's a soulmate union. This is beautiful energy, and it's going to come in quickly for you because you have the swiftly hearkening God, and it says fruition provides expansive intelligence and gives the grace of God. So this thing is going to come in. And this person, when you connect with them, you know this is who I'm supposed to be with. What's on the other side here? 10 of Swords, a marvelous God. Revelation protects from sadness, gives revelations in dreams. So like I said, there's like some past situation you dealt with where you felt like you really got like knocked off your block. It was embarrassing for you. You felt humiliated. Maybe there was gossip. There was, some kind of, I feel like it's trying to distort who you are. And that's what really upsets you. It's almost like people projected this false image on you. Maybe they tried to make it out like you weren't strong, or you weren't capable, or you were inadequate in some way. It was their stuff. It was their stuff. It had nothing to do with you, but it's got past energy, like somebody from your past, and it could potentially be like a past lover, an ex. It's somebody you had, a closure with, all right? And look at all the eye energy, it's making me think of evil eye, Maybe there was a lot of jealousy. Maybe you had been getting some kind of progress or had some kind of opportunity. I got that it might even be around your appearance, okay? For whatever reason, you had a lot of people that had their eyes on you, and not in the most favorable way. You don't really need to do anything to protect yourself from that, okay? But in the practical level, I would say, let your actions speak your truth, okay? Because people will always talk. You'll always have people that, want to put something on you and tell your story and define who you are. But what really defines who you are is how you show up and what you do. So let people just talk. It's almost like when people have negative things to say about you, it's better to just not even entertain it. Like, don't even engage with it. Just let them flap their lips. What's going to be evident is, how you show up, the actions you take, and the end result. That's like the proof is in the pudding energy. And I think these people are going to be having some revelations where you did feel embarrassed, or you did feel like, your self-esteem was affected in any way from this. There's something that's going to come on the other side. All right. I also feel like there's a lot of guidance that needs to come in for you. And maybe you're trying to like sort some things out. You're trying to understand some things. You might still be in a healing process with this. I would look to your dreams for information. You might even get some psychic insight from your dreams. Maybe you're trying to figure out like, who can I trust? Especially if you had something happen in like a group situation, you might feel like you don't know who you can really count on, who your real friends are, people just being nice to your face, while they're talking about you behind your back, that kind of energy. I think there's some kind of that energies that have been cloaked to you. This is what I just got. The energies that have been cloaked to you will be revealed in your dreams. Okay, so pay attention there. Let's do a cut of the deck. I feel like moving on to a new deck now, but I want to do a cut of the deck here. Page of Swords. You definitely have somebody who's keeping an eye on your social media or any platforms you're on. This person definitely has some kind of plan. I'm noticing they're looking at this picture here. Maybe they have pictures of you. And again, look at their face. This person does like to wear a mask. We know with, look, the way they got the bandana around their mouth there, this person's not talking. And the piece about the legal part, you know, maybe you consider doing something like gag order or something along these lines. But whoever this person is, they're looking at, it looks like a woman, and they're very frustrated because they know they have to hold something in, you know? They can't communicate something because, see, they can't communicate something because they know that if they do in some way, they implicate themselves. That's interesting. That's a really interesting energy because they look pissed that they can't say anything about it. Oh my gosh. And they got this person's picture, right? So this is somebody who has the ability to see, you know, see images of you. I'm getting like online, okay? It says refuge governs dreams again and reveals mysteries hidden from mortals. So you really got a very like spiritual read going on here. You have like guides that are trying to give you information, and they're sussing out this cloaked energy. These are cowards. These are people who like to hide. They like to hide. They like to, you know, throw rocks, hide their hands. Okay. So you don't need to be intimidated by this energy. Make them eat their words, you know, all that crap they were talking. There we go on the other side. What was on the other side of the split? Here you go again. It could be a Leo energy again. Somebody with a connection to your past, okay? Could be an old lover. But this is also old freaking news because whatever you feel like you lost, look at this, 8 of Pentacles. You're about to get cooking again, okay? You're going to recover anything that you might have lost in the process. You know, if it had an effect on something you were doing on a business level, or you know, if you're an entertainer and you were trying to book gigs and you were having a hard time with that, like this is turning around for you, okay? And there will be increase, and it says intellectual talent provides knowledge, right? So you do have something, you know, that you really bring forward. You're sharp, you're bright, you communicate well, you have certain gifts, you're, you know, being acknowledged for this, I feel like. So, you know, people can only hold you back as much as you let them. If you let people like hold you back when you're striving for something because, you know, they want to talk smack about you, or, you know, they want to try to, you know, throw dirt on your name to prevent you from, you know, having success or opportunities. This could have been somebody, I don't know why I'm getting like a lot of entertainer energy. So this could be somebody who, like, for example, just dropped a word in a producer's ear or something like that, you know, that sabotaged it, a big, what you considered a big break opportunity for you. But what you don't understand is that this person, whoever caused this problem for you, like, they ain't going to be able to say a damn thing, and they're not going to be digging it, okay? Because they're going to recognize if they speak up, if they say anything, maybe that they'll lose opportunities for themselves. It's like almost got like shooting themselves in the foot kind of energy. So I feel like this is cycling out, but pay attention to your dreams. You got guides coming in that want to work with you in your dreams. And I think initially they'll come in through a grandmother figure for whoever Annabelle is, or whoever the Annabelle piece speaks to, right? Let's get just real and raw. You all were wanting these cards, okay? The playing cards, the shadow light. So maybe we need to suss some things out for you. Because obviously you've been dealing with some cloaked energy. So let's figure out what's been cloaked here in this situation to Capricorn. Let's see if that angel energy wants to come in for you. If any of your guides want to drop a bit of knowledge in this read right now. So let's open up the avenue for that to come in. I like working with the playing cards because they just deliver things super straight up, and they get into very like specific details. And there's not all this symbolism connected to it. So it's just like, give it to me straight up, no chaser, okay? Yeah, sometimes we got to go through those experiences, you know, we got to work up our courage, okay? You know, get a little hair on our chest. Well, I don't think you need to worry, okay? It looks like you got a lot on your side. Bottom of the deck energy, okay? There's somebody you definitely need to block here with the 2 of spades energy in the shadow. This could be another earth sign energy that acted inappropriately, okay, and maybe affected your stability in some way. It doesn't have to be. I feel like the end goal was this person did try to block your progress and they did try to hold you back, okay? This is like slowing things down for you. It's almost like, oh, no, 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 no. You're not allowed to get ahead of me. That's got that vibe. Like, this is somebody who's competitive with you. Could be an earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? You may be in a place right now. I feel like this was really done to you, Capricorn, okay? You may be in a place right now where you hardcore, want to block this person. Like, you want to block them, or you may be frustrated because you were blocked. Oh, ooh, some of you, a few of you, the slippery energy is on your end. You were doing something that wasn't quite right, and you're kind of upset that it got called out. That's not for everybody, okay? And you're frustrated because somebody blocked you in relation to this, okay? And you know you can't say anything because you already know you weren't right, okay? That's not for all of you. Yeah, there could be some big argument in relation to this. And again, this is multiple players, okay? So more of a community issue in the shadow, all right? So something here hasn't been fair play, but we do have your energy coming out in the shadow. So for some of you, that does apply, okay? For others of you, this is like a long-standing issue. It's very embroiled. To say anything only casts you in more of an unfavorable light, even though you feel like you were done wrong in this situation, or your work was negatively impacted and you were slowed down. And it's better to just kind of like hold your tongue in this situation. I got that again. You're dealing with a very competitive situation here. There's an argument. Everything's in the shadow. And that's not the time to get really heated about things, okay? This could be in relation to a love matter. We do have a Queen of Hearts here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. And with that, we have the Seven of Diamonds, again, in the shadow, okay? This could be speaking very strongly in matters of the heart for those who are Capricorn descendants. So if you have Cancer rising, or if you have strong Cancer placement in your chart, I'm getting is coming through very strongly. Could also be, you really had your heart affected here. So that gives the impression as well. You may have had somebody who's trying to prevent somebody from, making some kind of offer towards you on a romantic level. Maybe they knew somebody was interested in you. Somebody wanted to approach you, or they knew you wanted to approach somebody and they want that person too. This could be like a cat fight kind of situation, or it could be a pissing contest, okay? Somebody got cock blocked here. That's another story, all right? And all of it could be a bit all entangled there, I could say. This might be the piece. Maybe somebody, you're in kind of this like competitive field, or maybe this person's been in competition with you online. And there's like this sort of like jealousy energy. Somebody was really making moves. Somebody was elevating. Somebody was getting a lot of attention, success. There was some kind of offer that was wanting to come toward this person. Could be a romantic offer. And somebody here didn't want that. They blocked that. But they thought kind of like, oh, this is coming in very strong right now. This is somebody's story. They thought, let's kill two birds with one stone. And sort of like, how can we tear this person down? Not only block, this love offer that wants to come their way, but let's also slow them down so they don't got all this attention on them. And hey, maybe we can even like embarrass them along the way too. It was all about blocking growth, okay? Blocking growth in matters of the heart, coming very strongly if you have Cancer placement. Tell me about this Queen of Hearts here. 10 of Diamonds in the shadow. Whoa, that's what came behind. slowing down, because look, this is your energy. Didn't want you rising up into your own house, man. Your destiny. It really was about affecting your public reputation. For a small sector of you, you're not totally innocent, okay? For the majority of you, I really am picking up this strongly. For the majority of Capricorns, this is you rising up after somebody pulled some fuck shit with you, okay? But there is a small sector of you that you know you weren't always playing fair either. So it's sort of like this like mutual thing that's like, you both know you have to hold your tongue, because to get into some kind of public fight or battle tit for tat about it is only going to draw it out, make it more embarrassing, pull more ghosts, you know, more ghosts out of the closet that they were tucked away in, and it's just going to like bring up a bunch of stuff that's going to not be a good look here, okay? It could also be that the motivation is money, like somebody's competitive over money. There is a lot of money coming forward here. We got a lot of money energy. Somebody didn't want somebody to receive some kind of money or some kind of level up or success. And it could be related to a lover, okay? I have to say that with that Queen of Hearts energy too. This is like, it also can be something that's really close to this person's heart, but there's some kind of stability here where there was disappointment that was wanting to be created here, all right? Disappointment, dissatisfaction, slowing things down for somebody, Joker energy. And look, there's the money piece, all right? So somebody pulled something funny to try to block somebody's money. That's what I got. That's what I got. And so this is why you're in this position right now. You have to have a brand new view of how you move forward. I mean, that's a raw deal. But at the same time, it's like, it might be better that you move forward in a brand new way. That might be exactly what you needed. And maybe how you were going about things, it was not right for you. And this is interesting here because they tried to block your growth, but they actually encouraged it. Isn't that funny? They tried to block your growth, Capricorn, but they actually encouraged it, all right? Because now you have this opportunity to really capitalize on this. And when I say that, it means you're a bit in this process of reinvention at this point, all right? There's some new action you're taking. You're moving in a new direction, and this direction does bear fruit, okay? The growth comes in here. This is very positive. And where you felt burdened before with the 10 of clubs here in the shadow, here comes that new beginning. It's a financial beginning. It's financial come up. And there's also a new beginning in the love department as well with the Ace of Hearts here. 2 aces up your sleeve with the Ace of Diamonds coming in with the Ace of Hearts. This is a love commitment. Could be with a fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, all right? But there's somebody here, okay? This energy. Ooh, we got 2 energies facing off here. Look at this. 2 actions in opposition, all right? This is the battle royale, okay? There might be 2 jacks at play here in this situation. One is very cutting with their words. One is very, very big on like sort of like speaking truths, but speaking truths in really blunt ways and taking really like bold, aggressive action. This person's still really angry, all right? And there's earth sign energy here, right? It looks like air and earth are kind of facing off in this matter. And this is where they're at odds. It might even be at odds about the way to go about doing something. This could be like you were working on some group project, there was money involved or group investment, and one person in this scenario, like they wanted to move forward really rapidly. Maybe they had kind of something risky they were asking you to invest in, or it was a risky direction, or they just wanted you to move forward real quickly. And you're like, well, I mean, you are Capricorn. You're like, No, I think we need to put the proper foundation in place. We need to take these things into consideration. This could be in matters of the heart again, okay? Because it could be this story where you had somebody coming towards you, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and they were wanting to move the relationship forward really rapidly, all right? And you were like, no, I'm not ready to do that. I want to slow this down. I need to take it slow. I don't want to deal with something that's going to, take me back to where I'd been. And look at this, because you dealt with some kind of separation with the Two of Hearts, and see something drove the two of you apart here, okay? We see there's kind of like this dividing line. So this could either be between a partner that you're at odds with. There is a really strong money piece. So I would say this, if it's a partner, it's somebody that was like either you were living with them or you're married to them and you're at odds about something. It's caused challenges and friction in your relationship. For some of you, it's straight up caused an ending, a separation. Could be because there's a King of Clubs on the scene that wants to come in and like shake things up. That's a very independent energy. Fiery energy. It looks like this is who wants to make some kind of commitment here, some kind of offer here, all right? They're not burdened anymore. They're not in the dark anymore. They know who they want to commit to. Okay, this could be the crux of the matter. But I feel like there is a situation here where, you got really screwed over because, again, your energy is here in shadow, Capricorn. I have to say, it is. This is your energy. You're in shadow because you feel like something got thwarted, or in some way, some foundation you built for something got knocked down. You thought you had something in the bag. It didn't turn out that way. This is like feeling blocked. You're like, you just got slowed down, or that somebody pulled something over on you. Either way, you're facing off with somebody that you're just like, you don't like this person. You don't. You don't like this person. And this person's very high pressure and they're very cutting with their words. And you might be dealing with it by just blocking them out. You may have already blocked them, okay? But I don't think you're really going to care about it too much because you got some new beginning coming in for you. It's bold action. It's a bit of divine play. And I do feel like it's, somebody wants to, they want to get a little randy with you. I mean, this person is, they're packing some heat and they can turn on that heat in between the sheets. That's what I just got. So I think you're ready for this, okay? I don't think you see this coming. You're kind of in the dark about this, okay? Because of everything else you've been dealing with. But you got something coming your way and you're going to have the last laugh. Like, this is a little divine play here. Okay, so that looks really good. But yeah, you were dealing with some kind of third-party situation, third-party interference here. It's in the shadow. There was a lot of betrayal here. The betrayal came to light, okay? And that did affect something. It made you realize, like, I can't work with this. There's no way I can work with this. I can't work with this disloyal energy. And this may have been around somebody that you really viewed as a soulmate or somebody you had a really strong connection with in the past, but you're like, nope, no dice, ain't gonna happen. 5 of Spades. And I think that's why there's like a lot of anger here or frustration here and just feeling like, how dare you, hold me back like that. And there was something really funny going on with the money. This wasn't right. So whoever was messing with somebody's money or trying to rock their stability, trying to cause problems in their home, whoo, those tables are turning. This person is really going to be stuck with the 8 of Spades. All of that confusion, all of that feeling unable to move forward that they tried to put on somebody else. Oh, it's flipping right back around. Look at, it's going to be their worry now with the 9 of Spades in the shadow, okay? And this money that was lost or whatever they were building, and I feel it's you, whatever you were building that you lost, you're going to reclaim it, okay? You're going to build it back for yourself and you're going to step into what's rightfully yours, okay? So do look for positive communication coming in around this, okay? There will be positive communication coming in around this. All right, let me see. Do I want to bring anything else in? Tell me about the positive communication. What is this positive communication? What happened there? Oh, well, it's the ships coming in, okay? It's this opportunity that you've been waiting for. It's an opportunity that really just like allows you to just step forward and take advantage of, you know, basically, you know, this, here's the thing. People forget this. When somebody is like talking badly about you, you might have heard the saying before, like, all press is good press, because it draws attention. So somebody here is taking advantage of that. They're taking advantage of, you know, whatever was done to them that got people looking at them and gawking at them because people were gossiping and, you know, spreading rumors. And obviously people were behaving badly with, you know, this 5 of clubs energy in the shadow, and with the messages that came in with the angel tarot about impious people and slander and, you know, just all this stuff. It looks like nobody's hands are 100% clean in this situation. I see that. All of this energy with the players is coming out in the shadow aspect. And it might have been a matter of like fight fire with fire. Maybe somebody got so freaking sick and tired of being harassed by somebody that, you know, they finally said, enough. You know, and they stood up for themselves. And but somebody here, they know I can't say nothing about this because, well, you know, if I say something about it, then it implicates me. So it's sort of like this thing of begrudgingly, like, okay, you know, it's one of those things. And because of that, you know, somebody's redirecting this energy and taking advantage of it. Like, okay, so there's a bunch of drama stirred up, whatever. I'm going to use that to my advantage. And now I'm going to use that as my come up. I'm going to use that as my moment to shine. I think that's smart. Okay. This makes somebody really mad because there was somebody who really wanted to tear you down. Okay. They wanted to tear you down. They wanted to cause problems. They wanted to affect your security. And this is coming in, but it flew off the table. So it's almost like somebody's like, you know, this has big like grudge energy. Here we go. Jack of Diamonds here in the light. Okay. So this energy is being transformed. All right. It's being transformed. I think you're also starting to make peace with this. You may have felt very frustrated that you were held back, but there's a new understanding that you have now where you're like, okay, in being held back, it's given me time for reevaluation. So I think you've understood some things that you couldn't see before about a situation. Yep. And with the 9 of clubs here coming up in the shadow, you know that if you were to get into some tit for tat with this thing, it's just going to be just this never ending, long drawn out, you know, battle. And I think you realize that I'd rather focus on, you know, what I want to build for myself than continue to try to get this new beginning in this direction that is blocked, right? So there's work to be done here, all right? And I feel like that work needs to be done on the self. There's like some aspect of like really reflecting on a cantankerous situation, it feels like, and understanding that it's best for you to just invest in yourself and maybe not expect this opportunity. Maybe there was an opportunity or a commitment or something that people were battling over or whatever, you know, there's a monetary piece and you're like, that's fine. I don't need that. Forget it. And maybe you're letting it go, but almost in sort of like a little bit of a frustrated way or a little bit of a begrudging way because it means like, no, I need to lay a new foundation. I need to build something forward in a new way, you know, and there is some kind of separation here. There is some kind of separation here. There is some kind of block that was put in place, might have been put in place by a King of Hearts. Okay, now we got 2. We have, you know, this energy is also going through a transformation as well. This is very interesting. Let me find this. Where did it go? We got to suss it out. Where did that energy go? I know it was there. There was the Queen of Hearts, okay? Oh, as the Queen of Hearts came up in the light. Okay, this could have been due to some masculine player energy, man. He was like an emotional manipulator. I got that. Could have had a strong water sign placement in the chart, okay? Again, that Cancer piece, if you are a Capricorn descendant, this might speak very strongly to you. You might have had some kind of third party interference in your love relationship. And you started to realize that the person that you were with is actually really emotionally manipulative. All right. It could speak to you even if you don't have, Cancer rising. It's just that energy. This could be a mother caused problems, okay? Cancer also represents the mother. Cancer keeps coming forward a lot in this read. I keep hitting that point in Cancer, okay? But this feels like a third party interfering kind of situation. And there's a masculine in this situation that is extremely emotionally manipulative and was working this person. So this may have been the person that was, the source of all the drama in the first place, okay? Maybe who you're kind of been battling against or you've been focused on as the source of the problem is not really the problem. There's somebody else who's like pulling the strings here as the source of the issue. A king, water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, all right? I think that, you might need to block this king energy might be the one thing that needs to be really blocked, and this preserves, your security, your stability. You feel better, you kind of rest easier, knowing this is out of the picture. Yeah, this thing should definitely it needs to be separated from, because this energy won't change. Won't change. Look at it. It wants to move forward to do more manipulation, more finessing. Be aware of this, all right? I see that your true happiness, you feel like letting this go. You thought, it's interesting. This person sells this picture that it's like, this is like happily ever after. Maybe you thought this was a happily ever after, or the desired outcome or something like this, but and you feel letting this go. There's begrudging energy around it for sure. You're being asked to let it go, but it's in the shadow, right? So you're kind of a little bitter about it, because there's some sense here that in some way you lost something, or you feel embarrassed, or like somebody one-upped you, or you feel like a fool because you felt emotionally manipulative. You felt emotionally manipulative. That's what came in. I don't know. It might even be you recognize this person provoked something in you that you're not proud of, all right? It could be that too. Either way, there's something here that you recognize that it doesn't really support what you know is true for you on an intrinsic level. And you know that to stay connected to this or continue to be embattled in this, it's only going to take you further off your true path and more out of integrity. That's what I got, okay? And this is good because, like I said, you got a King of Clubs energy coming your way. And they're very passionate about you too. They got a lot of passion and they want to move forward towards you, all right? So there's some kind of fulfillment here, all right? But there's a masculine energy here, and I believe it's an X, okay? They could have strong water and air in their chart. They could also just be somebody who's super they play mind games. They're emotionally manipulative. Some would label that a narcissist, but I don't like to throw that around a lot. And the reason why I don't like to throw that around a lot is because many people misunderstand the term narcissism, like narcissism as an actual diagnosed, mental condition. That's more rare. All right. A lot of people have a sense of entitlement, selfishness, in their ego energy. It's pervasive in our society. All right. People are programmed that way. Everybody at one time or another can fall into these sort of mindsets. But this energy with it coming in like this masculine energy coming in with spades, King of Spades in the shadow, with the King of Hearts in the shadow, this person is full of it. Everything that comes out of their mouth is BS. And it's just to work you, manipulate you. This is somebody who will love bomb. This is somebody who will gaslight you. This is somebody who may want you to feel like you're crazy or you made it all up. It's all in your head. This person won't change, and this person might advance, okay? They might. Maybe they have something they need to, try to, save face from in this situation too. It does have like that feel. This is sort of like a messy situation. There could be a really manipulative mother involved in this situation. Yeah, this energy. I love how it exemplifies it further. This is how they come off. Oh, I'm a King of Hearts. I love you so much. I see the future with you. It's everything you ever wanted it to be. It's that 10 of Hearts. And oh, baby, I'm really sorry about what happened back there. Here comes the love bombing, okay? They're going to go really all out with this, okay? It's going to be such a show, such a display. They may even do that publicly to try to save face. Maybe they know their reputation's been a little tarnished, so they want to try to, polish up their image a little bit. This person's just full of it, though. Look at that 7 of Spades, man. They're trying to get away with this. Yeah, they don't want to take their part in it. They don't want to take responsibility for how they had a bunch of options going on here. Look at this. And so this is somebody I feel like they like to play a lot of people. They might be a little bit addicted to drama. They kind of like get off on that, this kind of energy. But if you think this is somebody that's serious, they're going to commit, or they're really going to invest in you, no. This person likes to keep their options open. All right, let's do a final cut of the deck energy and see what we get on that. Then I think I'll get you an overarching theme. Yeah, be done with this whole situation. Let sleeping dogs lie. Put a fork in it. It's done. That's in your best interest. There's nothing to find back here, okay? It's time to head in a new direction. And you'll like where you're heading, okay? It's interesting because we got, you see this as a bad thing. Like, I didn't get my wish, or there's some situation where you have a little bit of a resentment because you feel like, why didn't I get, something better out of this situation with everything that I went through? It just doesn't seem fair, okay? You see this wish not coming through in the shadow, in reverse, okay, with the 9 of Hearts in reverse. You see it as a really bad thing, and maybe you've been continually trying to recover it, but it's like the more you try to recover it, or the more you try to head in a certain direction, the more you buy this person's BS and you give this another shot, you keep ending up like in the same place over and over again. It's not going to change. And I feel like you're finally like cutting the cycle on that and letting it go. And it might be a little bitterly, you might be a little frustrated about it on some levels, in your quiet moments. It may get to you. There may have been a point when you thought you were going to go head to head with somebody, or you're going to fight harder for something. Then you were just like, you know what, forget it. Okay. You'll be happy with the way things turn out. Okay. With this divine play card coming in the light. In some way, in your own way, you're going to get the last laugh in this situation, and I feel like where people try to thwart your progress, you might have a strong air sign placement in your chart, okay? Or you could be the X, where somebody tried to thwart your progress. Queen of Spades energy with the Jack of Spades in the light, okay? You're going to recover this. Somebody was trying to disrupt something that was supposed to be for you. But the 6 of Diamonds in the shadow here, okay? This could have been your ex, all right? Or you could have a strong air sign placement in your chart. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that dealt with this from a Capricorn, okay? Maybe there's a little bit of elements of both, okay? If you got this energy coming in the shadow here, but it's in the light, it's ending in the light, and it's saying that something was done in this situation to thwart what this person was supposed to receive. Okay, this is like blocked blessing energy. So if you're going through a divorce, or you got an ex who's been messing with you, all right, or manipulating you in some way, you're recovering this, and you're going to move forward. And actually, it looks like you got speed and momentum on your side here with the Queen of Spades coming in with the Jack of Spades in the light, okay? There's something there, that's truth, okay? Queen of Spades coming up in the light. They got some truth on their side. There's some kind of balance that's coming forward, and they're not going to be held back. This person's elevating, okay? And there's a moving away from this energy that was blocking to try to bring what was meant for them out of alignment, okay? So this is being turned around. And I see maybe this also involved a king of spades. Look, this could be a situation where two people were supposed to come together, or you were supposed to come together with some kind of opportunity. It doesn't just have to be romantically. It can be business-wise, all right? And somebody blocked what you were supposed to come together with, all right? And whoever this king is, he's going back to this queen. He's heading back to this queen, or whatever this opportunity was. It's coming back for this queen. Strong air sign being blocked. Influence. So if you have an air sign placement in your chart, this could be speaking really powerfully to you. Where whatever was cut, you could be the ex of this person, you know, and somebody came in between the two of you, and now your king is heading back your way because he realizes, hey, wait, you know, this isn't right, okay? That's very interesting. Look, success, victory, 6 of clubs, all right? It looks like the worries are over with the 9 of spades. This is a flip around and reverse it situation. And I have to be real with you. There's 2 different caps. To say that. There are 2 different caps, you know. I was going to say there's 2 different, I don't know why caps even came out, but there's, well, maybe it has to do with, you know, the type of hat you're wearing, the role you're playing, you know. But there's 2 different kinds of Capricorns in this read. We have to look at this. We do have Libra in the South Node right now, so there's a time of balancing karma. I don't feel like everybody in this situation, even the players that are in the light, okay, it looks like we got fire and earth. Fire and earth. Let me look here. No. Water and earth, okay, both coming out in the shadow. Air at one point coming up in the shadow. And we got, let's see, fire is coming up in the light. All right. There's some invigoration of a fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that's coming forward. It could be the ex of this person. All right. Somebody who's helping out. But I feel like these exes, okay, maybe they were being messed with. All right. These exes did go cold at one point, probably because there was a lot of dissension stirred up. And probably by the time when you get that spade energy running cold, what you're looking at is harsh truths, bitter truths, like really cutting words. All right. So I'm not saying the situation didn't get ugly here at some point. I think there were some harsh words exchanged, but there's something that's being ironed out here. Okay. And we do have like an ex here. Both are in the light. Okay. And they're approaching, or this could be an ex-business partner, ex-lover, ex-friend, whatever. You know, you have to apply it to your appropriate role. There's definitely a strong money piece in this situation. I feel like it's a thing where love and money is combined. There is that 9 of diamonds energy came in. Okay, 9 of diamonds, that could be something, you know, that was supposed to move somebody into expansion, but they were really held back. Somebody's been held back. I do see earth sign energy that you've been frustrated by, feeling like slowed down, or like an opportunity was taken out of your hands. But it ultimately looks like the situation balances out. Everything comes into its proper order and you find your new beginning. And in a situation where, you know, there's those of you Capricorns that didn't behave well the whole time, and maybe you were involved in kind of like trying to separate somebody from something that was meant for them because you felt like it belonged to you. This is being balanced out, and I think you're going to let it go in that case, and there's something new that comes in to replace what was lost. Yeah, you know, because you were viewing this, look at this come up, this 9 of diamonds, you were viewing it at, this is for those who were operating in shadow, okay? All of us have these aspects, okay? You thought something was for you. This is what you had your sights set on. It looks like money come up. That's not for you. You know, that's not your avenue, all right? It's not. And this is preserved for who it was meant for. But there's another opportunity coming through and something you can work with on the other side of this.